In this episode of the Cheer PT, I uh, address a dislocation of an elbow of a cheerleader. This was a question that came up on one of the cheer forums. And, I think it's really important that we address mindset and work of the other limbs. So check this episode out and leave me a comment below of any questions you have or any concerns you might have about what this injury might entail. Everything is manageable when you get after it. If you don't know me, I'm Laura Turner. I'm the Cheer PT. I'm in Massachusetts, and I love everything cheer. I help cheerleaders get back to what they want to do after an injury. I help them get stronger and remember that they can do everything they want to put their mind to. And if you're a cheer mom and a cheer parent, I help you stay physically fit and active too, so that you can keep running after your cheerleaders and motivate them and help them learn by example. I just heard that you dislocated your elbow at cheer the other day while you were working on your punch front. And I want to come on and give you a quick shout and say, wow, I saw a video of it and your punch front, it's solid. You're going to get it back. Don't worry about it. I'm Laura. I'm a physical therapist, and I work with cheerleaders who have injuries like yours all the time. And I know that you can get back. I know. It's scary and it's frustrating, and it probably hurts a little bit, maybe a lot right now, but I promise it's going to get better. When I was a kid, I broke my collarbone 3 times trying to do a handstand and a walkover. And it really hurt. I couldn't move my arm. It's a very different injury. So I'm not comparing it all because they're very different. But I know what it's like to be in a sling. It really kind of hurts. You can't sit up very easily at first. And all you want is your mom. At least that's what I did at the time. But I cheered all the way through college. So it took some work to get back. I had to do my exercises. I had to go to therapy. I had to get my range of motion back. It hurt a little bit, but over time it got better. And as you keep doing that, you will get better too. Now, I know when you start to get back into tumbling and you go to work on that punch front, it's going to be pretty scary. And it might get in your head a little bit, but you have to remember, you do hard things. You're a cheerleader. You do hard things and you can do this. It's going to recover. And it's going to take some time. Your doctor, your physical therapist will tell you when you're ready to go. But when you're ready, you just got to sit there and you got to tell yourself, I do hard things. I can do this. And then you'll get after it again. And you're going to start slowly. You're going to build up. You didn't get to that punch front just doing it one day at a time or right away, right? You didn't wake up and say, okay, I'm going to go do a punch front today. It took some time. So don't worry. It's going to get there. I promise. Hang in there. Put the work in. Listen to your physical therapist and your doctor. Know that they're going to, it might hurt a little bit as you start to move it. But once things are ready and stable and you get it to calm down, it's going to be perfectly fine. And everything will go just right. Hang in there, do the work, keep telling yourself that it's going to get better. One more thing, your other arm, your legs, your core, they all work right now. Your head, so start picturing yourself doing things that you want to do in cheer when you get better. Start working your other arm as soon as this one feels a little bit better. You got to let it calm down, kind of let it settle. But then start to, do some strength training, do some shoulder raises with that other arm, do some squats with your legs to keep yourself strong in all the other areas so that once you're ready to go, all that stuff that you do on your unaffected side and your other limbs will actually carry over to help that arm get better and it'll get stronger. It's weird to think about. I know. I'm going to strengthen my right arm and my legs to make my left arm be stronger. It's true. Research shows that actually can happen. So once it calms down and things are a little bit easier, start moving that other arm, do some work to strength train that other arm. There are ways to do single arm planks. And not that you should start with that, but there are ways to do them. And there's ways, you can definitely do some leg work to keep you moving forward. And then remember that you're strong. You can persevere. Big word. Remember that, because it's one that you're going to have to remember all your life. But you can do it. You can put the work in, and you do hard things because you're a cheerleader and because you're you. You got this. Hang in there. and I'm rooting for you. Can't wait to hear about how your recovery goes and to see your first time back and the excitement it is when it brings it. And also go cheer on your teammates, because they always need a cheerleader too, right? We never have enough cheerleaders in the stands for us. So you go be the cheerleader for them while you're recovering. Good luck, hang in there, and we'll see you soon. So what did you think? This young lady has a long rehab process ahead of her. Elbow dislocations take a long time to recover. It's painful, it's sore. You have to work on getting the range of motion back, and then you really have to get it strong again. There can be some complications that really need to get checked out, like ligament sprains and soft tissue injury, like your muscles. But once it heals, she can get fully back into doing everything she wants. She just got to do the work. And that's something that we have to remember to teach our athletes, that, you can do the work. Yes, it sucks. Dislocations, especially, I think they're super painful. Never had one, but everybody that I've worked with has had a dislocation. It's been really painful, and it takes some time. There will be a need for doing some weighted strength training once they're able to, once they have that mobility. That's no fun, because that's usually the way they injured it, in an outstretched arm, fallen outstretched arm. So, gradually building up that in a regressed position, instead of getting into full push-ups or full elbow extended plank, they may start on a table, or they might start on hands and knees to help get that mobility better and build the stability up around the elbow joint. Recovering from an injury is always a challenge, no matter what the injury is. And we have to think of our mindset. We have to start to visualize ourselves getting back into doing the activities I loved. In the recording that I did for this young lady, I was talking about getting back into an activity. I had a knee injury, not related to cheerleading. Had an ACL injury while skiing, and I went through my rehab and got stronger. And the doctor's like, "Okay, you're ready to go." And I got on the ski lift. I didn't think I was going to get off the ski lift. I was taking a lesson, and thank goodness for the instructor. I think coaches and instructors can be hugely effective and important to actually coach you through that initial fear of getting back, knowing that you're going to start off slow, knowing that you're going to take the turns easy, and then gradually you build up. From my injury, I got stronger. I was a better skier after I had my injury than I was before. And I think cheerleaders can do the same thing. If you build up the strength and you put the work in, you can be stronger than any injury that happens to you. Yeah, you might have to do work forever, but it's worth it, right? If you can build up your strength and you feel better and you get after it, that's much better. And you can, you can be that much stronger, and you can be a better cheerleader in the long run. If you want more of this, I run a healthy cheerleading group. I talk about tips and tricks all the time, and I'd love to have you there. Come join. It's on Facebook. If you want more information below, check out those links. And if you don't know, I'm a strength coach, and I do fitness conditioning for cheerleaders to help them recover from an injury and get stronger and build their strength so that they can stunt, tumble, jump, and enjoy cheerleading for life. Because I have been a lifelong cheerleader, and I think there's no reason why we can't keep after it and keep cheering in our life. I think it's a fun sport, and we got to keep after it. And I hope your cheerleaders feel the same way. Don't forget, when in doubt, breathe out, one step at a time. Get after it.